Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. ProQuest season is right around the corner, guys, and if you know me, then you know I'm asking myself probably the most important question. Can my Dash aggro deck beat Lexi? Let's find out. It beats up on normal Dash like this. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So I can actually play penetration script. And we kind of get to see how they react here. Us putting two items into play is giving Lexi kind of free reign to do whatever they want here on turn 0. Now, they don't know that we're going to be done here, so I don't know if like we're lagging already. Maybe Talistrar's having a rough day already. I don't know. Oh man. God, I'm so excited to play this list. Yes. Let's crank. Yes, let's put a counter there. And then let's go ahead and play Teklo Pounder. And I am going to use Plasma Machine to put a counter on our Teklo Pounder. Because if that means that the game goes 4 turns, then our Teklo Pounder is automatically going to be 8 points instead of 6. This is like a pretty good start here. This is honestly kind of what I was hoping to see to start with. Like, this is pretty good. We put a Teklo Pounder and an Artivore into play here, so this is kind of cool. Man. Okay, so this is going to be for 5. We're just going to take 5 because this has no relevant text here. So this hand is probably, it depends on what they throw at us, but we're probably looking to play BIOS Update and then throw the Zipper Hit from our arsenal, which will be for 7, 8, 9, 10 with Go Again. And then we're probably looking to throw the Throttle. Yeah, I mean, we're going to go to 26 here, but we get to throw all of our cards. So we get to have, we took 14 to have a 14-point turn. I mean, we could play both BIOS updates, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really think that's where we want to be. I think we just want to play BIOS update. Maybe we get lucky and boost an item here. Like that's the whole concept behind BIOS update, is that if we get lucky enough to boost an item, we're just like living in Candyland here, basically. We did not. So this is for 10 Go Again, which is pretty good value. So you actually have to use it to pay a boost cost. Okay. So that's actually interesting to note. Something important to keep track of here. 0 to 60 in T-Bone. And then I guess we'll just, like, I guess Goliath Gauntlet is Goliath Gauntlet. There's not really anything that, like, we don't have Combustible Courier in our deck, so we're not really looking to, like, make a big deal out of it. So, and then this blue Throttle is going to come in for 7. So, I mean, and we hit a Teklo Pounder. Oh, that's so good. Oh, it's so good. This is ramping up to be a pretty good start here. So we just had a 17-point turn, and we're going to arsenal a card. 4-card, 17-point hand is pretty solid. I think most people would say that's pretty good. I know that this should scare me, but it just doesn't, like, at all, honestly. Actually, I'm supposed to just pitch pitch the throttle here because I can activate heart to use the pistol. So let's go Expedite for 5. Or I'm sorry, for 8 because of the BIOS update. Our opponent's going to give us 3 cards here. I guess I'm not going to activate the heart, so which is fine. I don't have a resource to activate the heart with, so. And then I am going to boost here just because I want to try and like maybe get lucky and hit another item. We still have Hadron Colliders and Boom Grenades in our deck, so Boom Grenade right there would have been 4 extra damage, which would have been really sweet. If they arsenaled a... Okay, so they did not arsenal that. We have a couple of options here. So if we play the Boom Grenade and crank it, Dive Through Data is for 8. This is looking pretty solid. I need to like look at Stream Elements. I don't know what's going on with the Stream Elements bot. Stream Elements has like kind of been... Stream Elements bot's been kind of having a mind of its own lately, and not in a way that I would enjoy. Let's see. Let's see if the commands are working. It appears that the commands are not working. Yes, let's crank this. And then because of Plasma Machine, we're actually going to add a counter back to the Boom Grenade, which means we get value out of it next turn, which is pretty awesome. So... I could play the Teklo Core to give us extra resources here, but... Gosh, and then this is for 8. And then let's come in for 4. Unfortunately, we didn't have a BIOS update this turn, so we don't get to put the Hadron Collider into play. That would be pretty good if we could. And the Boom Grenade, so that makes that an 8-point zipper hit there, which is pretty great for us. All right. So we just had a 18-point turn off of a 4-card hand. Infecting Shot for 3, I kind of just want to meet this with a... I guess I could just take 5 here and go to 21, honestly, and then I could go play Penetration Script, crank, boost, or I guess boost, pistol them, and then arsenal the 0 to 60 and try to set up for a bigger turn. I feel like that's a fine turn. I was like, and if they snap and have Codex, then wasn't much we could do about that anyway. Yes, let's crank. Yes, let's add a counter with that. And then this is going to be for 4, 8, 9. This is quite an aggressive deck. And then we're just going to load the pistol. We're going to come in for 2. No, we'll go to 21 and then we'll arsenal our card. I mean, that is a little bit awkward for us, but honestly, not really the end of the world. So we get to come in with 0 to... I guess we want to use Dive Through Data first because it'll be for 7. So, yeah, we're going to boost. We're going to have 2 floating. Have we boosted over... We've only seen 1 Harpoon and we boosted over it, so this is going to be for 7. Plasma Mainline has done its job so far. Like, Plasma Mainline allowed us to have two turns, allowed us to play penetration script and have 2 turns of it. And then it also gave us 4 counters on Teklo Pounders. And what was the last item we used? The Boom Grenade. And it also gave us the 4 damage off of the Boom Grenade, which was just really good. Okay, so there are no on hits. What does that say? The next time an attack action card hits this turn, effects don't trigger. So... okay, so it's just the next time. So this is going to be for 5. And then our dive through data is actually going to be for 5, which will hit unless they have a defense reaction in their arsenal, which I don't think is likely. We're going to put that on the bottom. And then I'm going to activate Plasma Pistol here. Or, yeah, come in for 2. So our opponent's at 7. And we're going to pass and just kind of hope they don't have a Codex here. Okay, so they do have a Codex. Cards that we're okay getting back are 0 to 60 is a good one. Dive through data is a good one. It kind of depends on what our next turn is going to look like. What did they get back? A Searing Shot? So if we... If we discard our Expedite, oh, let's see here. What are we looking to get rid of here? So I think if we load the pistol, play dive through data for 3, and then we're gonna discard Expedite. We'll play dive through data for 3, getting a card from their hand more than likely. Then we'll play the penetration script, pitching our zipper hit, and then we'll arsenal the Boom Grenade. And we can just take 4 off the Searing Shot here. So we're going to go to 17, and we have a frailty, or I'm sorry, we're going to go to 16. 4 and lose a life is 5. I can't count today, apparently. So load the pistol. Boost, and let's see if they block here. I mean, if they have 3 oak, they will. All right, Streambot, or Stream Elements, I'm glad you're running. Lord. Okay, so they have a Tar Pit Trap. Okay. And then we're going to play penetration script. No, we're not going to crank. And then we're going to arsenal our Boom Grenade. So, I mean, Pre-Med and Rain Razors is pretty good. The only thing that could, like, really be terrifying from here is the 3 of a kind. And they did have the 3 of a kind. Now, good news is that unless they have a drill shot, or not a drill shot, is that unless they have a Bolton shot, they're not going to be able to reload anything. Okay, so our next turn is pretty good if we can survive this turn. I'm going to put the Hadron Collider on the bottom from our hand. I think that's our best play. I want the Boom Grenade there so that we can hang on to it. And if we draw blue here, we're able to actually pistol twice, which is pretty good. Because we get to... our turn starts by removing a counter from penetration script. So we have our penetration script, and then we have play Boom Grenade and crank. And then we're going to go Expedite, boosting. Okay, we might have to give a card here. In fact, I think we're going to have to give a card. Okay. So, and then this is for 7. So, we can't just block with 1 card here. So we have to give 2 cards. Which is unfortunate. Take 1, go to 3. Even with all the pressure we've put on the Lexi player, they've still managed to play through this, which is honestly kind of absurd when you think about it. So let's play Boom Grenade. Yes, we're going to crank. Yeah, we're going to boost. So this is going to be for 5 on hit Boom Grenade. So it's not on hit death, but it's pretty close here. Like, I think I could have played around this a little bit by, well, so I had a penetration script available to me that I used, that I play. So there were the turn that they had Codex, I had a couple of options. I could have arsenaled a card to try and I could have arsenaled a card to play around the Codex, but like, had I done that, I missed a point on my penetration script. I mean, maybe the points I lost was worth it. I don't know. Hopefully they don't have a 3 of a kind here. They've only seen 1, so like it's kind of likely that they have one in their hand, but hopefully they don't. So if I let this hit, he's just going to snap, so I have to give 3 cards here. Give Throttle, T-Bone 0 to 60? Or I guess we're going to give these, because we have to play around it. If he wasn't able to use the Voltaire for +1 here, we could just give 2 cards safely, which would have been nice. But, or if we had had an extra counter off of our Teklo Foundry Heart to block with, but we waited so long that we just didn't have it late in the game. So I think I need to get a card out of their hand. I honestly think getting a card out of their hand is like really the only way for us here, and I don't know that there's really a chance of us winning this game. I mean, you've been given new information, so taking this back is, I don't know. Like, I've gotten into a point where I'm like pretty firm on, like, I'm always asking my opponent what. Okay, so they're gonna make the same play here. I was like, because I was like, so the problem with me, like with me just like my opponent just saying, like, with just not taking that back there. Okay, what is going on with stream elements right now? So my opponent picks Searing Shot, which means we're gonna have to block with 2 cards. So we might as well pick a 0 coster here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with stream elements. I'm gonna have to look at that and figure that out here in just a minute. The other problem with me just throwing my 0 to 60 here is that they just give us Tunic if they have a broken hand. So I guess I'm just going to pass and try to hang on. Now, the problem's going to be that I have an item in my hand, but I guess I'm pitching it. So I guess pitch stack, they're going to get me with the items either way. Like, I only have 3 cards in hand here. Yeah, I think I'm done either way here, because if I block 3... I was like, if I only block 3, then they kill me with the Rain Razors, and if I block with 2 cards here, they don't have to play the Rain Razors, and then they get to throw a 1-cost arrow at me for 6, and I die that way. Yeah, I guess Rain Razors does it here either way. Even if they didn't have a 1-cost arrow, they were going to get me. This game really started out in a positive way for me, and I really thought things were looking good. But Lexi did Lexi things, and her one big turn was just too much damage to hang on to. I just couldn't keep up after that. We got put on the back foot, and it just, you know, it snowballed from there. Lexi did what she does best. Now, there were some positive things to highlight for me for this game, because I felt like my deck did some very powerful things, and so it gave me an idea of, hey, this works, this doesn't, let's tweak some things, and let's try it again. So I enjoyed being able to take some good positive notes away from that, and knowing that there is a concept here that I can kind of hang on to. Guys, as always, if I missed anything or you saw a better line, please let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.